It's October the 18th, 2021. Money around Arrington-Bey. Money Gray Bear is making noise in his sleep. A few moments ago, African American accent, female accent was in the room saying one. Sound like he just raised up. Someone slamming the door down the hall. I'm in American Senate State in Annapolis, Maryland. Room 116. It's approximately 12 a.m.
Hmm.
I hear feedback in the room, and that's the money being attacked. He just made a noise in his sleep. Sound like a Spanish speaking male accent, begging, like a yelling noise. But before it was African American accent, female saying one, the number one.
Hmm.
I just heard an African American male accent outside down the hall saying, "Are you ready?" And he might have made a noise simultaneously. A male accent. He's now being attacked in his sleep. And I do accuse the unnaturalized United States Navy, Army, and the police using different sciences and technology to do so. Mental, it's now 12:05 a.m. Mental attacks, acts of terrorism. If one of them have a crush on you, want to engage with you, this is how they will force themselves in your life. Because 9 times out of 10, one of the unnaturalized United States Navy or Army males, one of them connected to the military force, has been stalking with the females, and this is why I hear or see on my tablet. This is the time and this is the date. Military sometimes, because one of the 9 times out of 10 black males and females are probably stalking that are unnaturalized and abusing their authority. Not only that, they're probably diseased, and they are in connection with the unnaturalized police in Annapolis, Maryland. And they probably been stalking for a long time, been watching, using different forms of terrorism, acts of terrorism. I've also seen Hispanics in the military, dressed in military uniform as well. They look like they maybe could be from Mexico or South or Central America, dressed in United States Navy. Also Asians. But when you are in an unnaturalized military force, as it's a group of you are unnaturalized and choose to violate constitutional rights, then that criminal act can be have a long arm, it's so to speak. It's not just one. It could be several entities coming together that are unnaturalized and abusing their authority. So I definitely think someone in the United States Navy or Army, military males, and probably connected to police have been stalking this room, stalking us, watching us for a long time. And though this may sound pathetic and cowardly, but if you are mentally ill, you are mentally ill. Not only that, you are diseased. Not only that, you have gained, you have some form of authority, or you've been treated as though you have an authoritative position because you retired from the military, you served in the military, then and therefore maybe you have gotten away with other abusive acts in the past. What makes this is the state of mind that a unnaturalized United States military male or and female can have to make themselves be perceived or justify acts of terrorism, acts of stalking, raping, molestation, mentally putting a camera in someone's room, stalking them, and they're watching them. And it's like if I can't have sex with you, if I cannot engage with you, then I'm going to harass you or force you to move or um, um, uh, do things that can cause you harm mentally, spiritually. Now, I know that may once again sound cowardly, but if you're dealing with mental illness or unnaturalized military men and or males and females who have raped and molested while they were overseas, they only doing what they did overseas, and the cameras didn't pick up over here. So while they were overseas, and then they come over here and they're getting all these praises, they were over there raping, rapping or rapine, molesting, doing implementing criminal acts overseas, and you can tell by the way they act when they come over here. What they do over here, they did overseas in those countries that are considered third world countries that don't have the internet access, that don't have television, social media, so they can easily go over there, rape and molest children, kidnap, do other things that are criminal, and then come back over here, create a story and be praised as though they're some form of a hero. It easily be done. So it's good to watch these military males and females, even if you don't know if they're naturalized or not, because 9 times out of 10, how they behave here is what they were doing overseas, and we couldn't see them do it. Cowardly acts, to act like a coward, doesn't stop when a unnaturalized military male and female move or leave from one place of the earth to the next, or go from one country to the next. If they're a coward and they taught to be cowards, if they're molesters, rapists, whatever that goes with that energy, they take that with them. So it's good to watch and observe them here, because what they do and how they behave here is exactly how they behave when no cameras were watching, when there was no social media in those so-called third world countries that needed help. Right now I'm feeling a 4 sharp pain in my right ankle as I'm hearing feedback. It got really quiet in the room. The refrigerator stopped making noise all of a sudden. I'm still feeling a force sharp pain in my heel or the back of my foot. And I just heard an African American female accent sound like say how. It is now, because it's after 12 a.m., October the 19th. It's like someone said, brother. You might just take a deep, snoring breath. I know it's far-fetched to some people to think that unnaturalized United States military male will stalk a woman and her child and literally um, send or attack a child if they have the science and the technology to mental engage a way to attack your child to bring fear in your life so that if one of the males and females, as they say, I paid to be able to do this, approach you and try to flirt with you, and out of fear you of your child being hurt mentally, spiritually, physically, you say you engage and flirt back. I know that's far-fetched for some people to imagine, but if once again, if you are among mental illness, a state of unnatural behavior, and they have developed a science and a way to do different acts of terrorism mentally, where they feel they have so much power to do certain things that it cannot be proven on the physical plane. What would stop them? And once again, if they behave abusive, cowardly here, you know they did it overseas where in those countries where there's little social media, TV, internet access, where they were not being monitored, they really behave as criminals, terrorists, murderers beyond our thoughts overseas. These are unnaturalized military male and females I'm talking about, and unnaturalized police. My genitals are being attacked spiritually right now. I'm hearing sound like a Spanish speaking accent, far distance, feedback in the room. That's Imani snoring, normal snoring. He just took a deep breath simultaneously. He's turning around on his other side. He's still asleep. I just heard Spanish speaking male accent as Imani made a little noise just a few moments ago after I spoke. And my genitals are being attacked spiritually. Male accent. Spanish speaking male accent. Someone just slammed the door down the hall, and Imani just made another loud snore. Now he's making noise in his sleep. He's being attacked spiritually. That's how he sounds. Imani.
Hmm?
When he's been attacked. Imani,
Yes.
are you dreaming?
Mm-mm.
Yes or no? Are you dreaming?
No.
You making noise in your sleep. Let's say a prayer. Okay?
Okay.
You up? Wake up for a moment. Okay, let's say a prayer together, okay? The Lord is my shepherd.
The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not want.
I shall not want.
He maketh me to lie down
He maketh me to lie down
in green pastures.
in green pastures.
He leads me beside
He leads me beside
the still waters.
the still waters.
He restoreth my soul.
He restoreth my soul.
He leads me in the path
He leads me in the path
of righteousness,
of righteousness,
love,
love,
truth,
truth,
peace,
peace,
freedom,
freedom,
and justice
and justice,
for his name's sake.
for his name's sake.
Yea, though
Yea, though
I walk through
I walk through
the valleys
the valleys
of shadows
of shadows
of death,
of death,
I will fear no evil,
I will fear no evil,
for thou art with me.
for thou art with me.
Thou preparest a table
To prepare the table
before me
before me
in the presence of my enemies.
in the presence of
Imani, did you hear yourself make a noise while you said that?
mm-hmm.
All right, you being attacked, so you have to be conscious. I know you were sleeping. All right, that prepareth the table before me
To prepare the table before me
in the presence of my enemies.
in the presence of my enemies.
Thou anointest my head with oil,
Thou anointest my head with oil,
my cup runneth over.
my cup runneth over.
Surely goodness and mercy
Surely goodness and mercy
shall follow me
shall follow me
all the days of my life,
all the days of my life,
and I will dwell
and I will dwell
in the house of the Lord
in the house of the Lord
forever.
forever.
Amen.
Amen.
Hearing feedback in the room. Sound like a black Negro female or African American female accent saying something about she paid. The door down the hall just slammed. Someone slammed the door down the hall. Okay, that's Imani. I'm Ron Arrington-Bey Islam. I was sleeping. Now I'm going to go to sleep. It's 40 minutes in the video. October the 19th, 2021. It is 12:38 a.m.